Good morning. It's 9 o'clock on this Monday, March 16th.
And this is 7 News Now, the quickest way to get the news that you need. And it's time to get an update on those windy conditions with our meteorologist, Jacob Durham. Jacob?
Yeah, certainly a breezy start to the day. Winds already gusting 35 to nearly 45 miles per hour out there for you this morning. It's making it feel colder. It's also bringing a lot of sunshine. This is train number 4. I'm keeping count today. Saw a couple that were going earlier this morning. Now that one's going, looks like, back towards the south. But South Lake Charles Skycam, 46 degrees right now, feeling even colder than that. Feels like 40 degrees out there, and this camera's been shaking quite a bit this morning. You can see the shake that is ongoing across the Jennings Skycam as well. Temperatures back into the upper 40s there for you, and we're actually the coldest that we've been all morning long, even though the sun has come up. The cold air is undercutting the cloud cover, and it's 47 in Lake Charles, 46 in Jennings, 44 DeRidder to 42 there in Fort Polk. DeRidder, you've actually warmed a degree over the last hour. 24 Oklahoma City, 35 in Little Rock to 37 in Nashville. We're getting reports of snow flying across Mississippi. We've had Grapple, which looks like Dippin' Dot ice cream, if you will. That's been going across portions of Louisiana as close as Church Point, Opelousas as well as Lafayette, and then back up towards Alexandria is kind of where that's been falling. Thankfully, we have been kind of on the drier side, but for today, temperatures will be back up into the low to mid 50s, right around 56 degrees. So we're going to be nearly 20 degrees below where we should be for this time of year. Hourly forecast, anywhere between 25 to 30 mile per hour winds at times. Those will begin to subside just a little bit as we head into tomorrow morning. Temperatures, though, once again, are going to certainly be on the cold side for you as we're moving forward through the afternoon. We'll keep the cloud cover around. Join me coming up on First Alert Weather Extra. That'll be at 10 o'clock this morning. We're going to track a warm-up on the way, and we're going to talk about the rain and the storms that we saw over the weekend, and if we could see any rainfall coming up over the next 10 days. Once again, on First Alert Weather Extra coming up at 10 o'clock, and we'll also preview the chance for a little bit of frost and a little bit of a freeze for tomorrow morning as well.
Well, state police has released the identity of the Westlake man killed in a standoff with sheriff deputies on Miller Road on Friday.
42-year-old Christopher Hanks was holed up with several hostages in a Westlake home for 7 hours. After firing shots off in the backyard of the home, Hanks eventually came out the front door holding a handgun. Multiple Calcasieu sheriff's deputies shot and killed Hanks. No deputies were injured during the incident. Staying in Westlake, police need your help identifying a suspect who stole items from the Horseshoe Casino in late February. Police say the suspect is a white male with a beard. At the time, he was wearing khaki-colored pants, blue long-sleeve shirt, and a dark-colored vest. He's accused of stealing $730 worth of items and stuffing them into 2 blue suitcases. After leaving the scene, he drove off in a dark-colored SUV. If you recognize this individual or have any information about the incident, you're asked to contact Westlake Police directly or their anonymous tip line. The numbers are there on your screen. You can also send an email tip to Westlake Police. 10 people are charged in connection with illegal drug trafficking in Calcasieu Parish, including selling drugs out of a shoe store.
They are accused of trafficking a wide array of drugs, including meth, fentanyl, and cocaine. The suspects are Devin Thomas, Leonard Royster, Jermon Edwards, Donald Wilson, David Guillory, Traylon Campbell, Trayvon Moe, Seth David Doucette, and Joycey Nelson Campbell. And according to the indictment, Seth Doucette, the owner of LA Kicks on Prien Lake Road, allowed Traylon Campbell to sell drugs out of the store. Doucette is also accused of conspiring to make fake check stubs to help Campbell buy a vehicle with his drug proceeds. Donald Wilson is accused of letting Campbell make and store drugs at his apartment, and Joycey Campbell, Campbell's grandmother, had meth stored at her home. For a full list of charges for each suspect, visit our website at kplctv.com. And today, Melanie Curtin is expected back in court in Livingston Parish. Curtin is accused of helping former Livingston Parish Sheriff's Deputy Dennis Perkins assault an unconscious woman back in 2014. Legal proceedings stalled Friday afternoon as a judge reviews whether a toxicology expert can be called to the stand by the prosecution. And today marks the beginning of week 2 of Louisiana's 2026 regular legislative session.
State lawmakers are going back to the Capitol. A few key topics on their agenda, including more budget talks. According to today's agenda, lawmakers are focusing on budgets for higher education and the State Department of Health. We've also got our eyes on some big bills up for discussion this week, including one that would criminalize using your cell phone while at a crosswalk. Another bill would create penalties if if you do not test for drugs or alcohol after getting into a crash with injuries. We'll have all the details from the day announced on air, online, and your 7 News mobile app. If you have missed court dates, overdue fines, or outstanding warrants with Lake Charles City Court, listen up.
If those offenses happened before January 1st, you may have the opportunity to clear them from your record starting today through Friday, March 20th. The amnesty program will allow folks to tend to outstanding court matters without the fear of being arrested or prosecuted, where this program could save you thousands in court fees, plus misdemeanor warrants can be wiped out altogether, and you would be given a new court date. However, felony charges and some others are not included. And as we've been talking about since last week, McNeese men's basketball is going dancing.
The Cowboys punched their ticket to the NCAA tournament for the 3rd straight year after defeating Stephen F. Austin in the Southland Conference Championship last Wednesday. And yesterday, the Cowboys found out who their dancing partner is, the Vanderbilt Commodores. Tip-off Thursday is scheduled for 2:15 p.m. in Oklahoma City. The game will air on True TV. If you're watching this live stream on your app or online, don't forget you can download 7 News straight to your Roku or smart TV.
Thank you so much for joining us. And now we'll send you back to Local News Live.